So when we are not steering and we want to put the autopilot, because most of the time is a much better steerer than us. First we use this remote, so it's just to plug in, auto and standby. We can choose the mode, so if it's a wind mode or compass mode, and we can play from 1 to or 10 degrees more or minus. And we also have an access to the menu, but by the way we don't really use it right now because we have this in the iPad. We have what we call the overlays, and so the overlays are basically offsets we add to the target. So here the target is 55 throwing angle, but I ask him to not going higher than let's say 12 or 13 degrees heel, and I want a target speed of 11.5 knots. And so he's gonna play with this to be close to my speed target and not to hit too much, and on the range I give it to him. And so it's all about finding the good offset, the good ranges, and then when the pilot is in a good setup and the overlays are in a good setup, it's really hard to beat him as a human.
And what are the moments that we go back to steering ourselves?
It's always important to steer the boat sometimes, you know, just to feel if the heel is neutral. So it gives us a lot of information about how well or not the boat is trimmed. So let's say if we have too much main, the helm is going to be really hard, and if you just set up the autopilot and don't have a look at it, we can miss something about the tuning. So it's first it's this, and then in some kind of condition, basically when we want to take off on the foil, it's really hard to do this with the autopilot, with the remote. So sometimes we do it by steering, and then there is slight condition like light wind, upwind and downwind, when we really try to find a fin angle of what we call the VMG. Sometimes humans stays better.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
And whenever Brian wants to feel like home.
I think Brian is not used to this autopilot and overlays, and also he likes to be wet, so he likes steering the boat whatever the conditions are outside. But no, he's a really good driver, and so it's and I think he enjoyed it, so it's cool.
And we're fast.
Yeah, and we're fast when he's driving.
difficult sea state at the moment. The waves are coming right at us, and there's a really short interval between them, which means that the boat keeps slamming on them and stopping. So I'm just trying to keep changing the shape of the sails to keep the boat moving forwards with momentum. So I'm very much watching the boat speed, and I'm feeling the angle of heel of the boat, and as the boat flattens out, then I'm adding more power to the sails, and then sometimes bearing away with the autopilot just to try and get the boat to heel over, to drive forwards through the waves, and then when we've got good boat speed, I can steer us back into the waves, and when we heel over too much, then I just ease some of the power. So it's basically just staring at a screen and fiddling with ropes.
How much of that is really feeling, like just sensing what the boat's doing, being in tune with it?
So for me, a lot of it is feeling. I mean, the numbers are super important, especially the speed, because I don't think you can feel the speed, but you can feel the boat's momentum. You can feel how hard it stops in a wave, and also the heel is really, really important.